whether new energy Bitcoin is enjoying is a result of the multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package introduced by U.S. President Joe Biden.
Bitcoin has risen by almost 1,000% over the past 12 months. The value of Bitcoin in circulation has exceeded $1 trillion for the second time this year. New York Mellon Bank, MasterCard, and other big financial companies have ventured into cryptocurrencies. Elon Musk's Tesla car manufacturer bought around $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and accepts payments in the virtual currency. Other smaller digital currencies are also getting a boost. Prices for Ethereum, Litecoin, and Stellar have also soared this year.
That is safer, faster, and cheaper. For the rollout of the new currency that is safer, faster, and cheaper.
I am very pleased to announce that Dcash will go live on March 31st, 2021. I repeat, Dcash will go live on March 31st, 2021. Dcash is safer, it is faster, and cheaper. Get on board. Get ready. Now. And never forget that the future of the EC dollar is digital. So let's make history together.
Time now to take a look at how stock.
Bitcoin is three things. Bitcoin is a technology. Bitcoin is a network, and Bitcoin is also a cryptocurrency. Now, Bitcoin as a technology is not regulated. Much like the internet, the Bitcoin network could be considered a public good. First, Bitcoin is decentralized, which means no entity or group has the power to block or censor the use of the network. Second, Bitcoin is its own asset, backed by its own scarcity and the demand for it. There is no entity that holds assets that give Bitcoin value. Lastly, Bitcoin is permissionless, meaning anyone in any part of the world has the ability to enter and exit the network without requiring permission.
After 25 years of the internet, it still takes 3 to 5 days to send money from here to a country that's not in Europe. A giant network of centralized, closed, corrupt systems that are sucking money out of the poorest people on this planet. Imagine what happens if you bring banking to an app, to a $20 Android, to everyone who has a smartphone. 3.5 to 4 billion people are on the internet today. Just over 1 billion people of those have banking. We're going to bring it to the other 6 billion fast.
Gold is a store of value. Bitcoin is an entire network. Right? One aspect of what Bitcoin is a store of value. That's another reason I don't understand all the constant comparisons to gold, because you're limiting what it is. And if you say to an investor, oh, it's just digital gold, they're like, no, it's not. And that's it. But if you say to them, this is an invention akin to the invention and discovery of electricity or the invention of the combustible engine, then they're like, what are you talking about? It's just digital gold, you said. No, it's not. That's one little aspect of what Bitcoin is. This Satoshi's white paper solved the Byzantine generals problem. That's a big deal. No one else was able to solve that problem. The mechanics of how Bitcoin works is very complex, but it's an unbelievable creation. What have we had that turns energy into security?
Ten 10,000 years, look at what humanity has accomplished. I mean, we've gone from the swamps to the stars. We've literally put a robot on Mars. Humanity is incredibly creative, incredibly innovative. We're just in the very beginning. And most people don't have any idea what they're doing. They don't even know what Bitcoins are. And there are really only two things in this life that are strictly limited in amount. One is time, and the other is Bitcoin, which means that you want to increase your balance sheet in terms of Satoshis, because you can buy almost an unlimited amount of other people's time if you have enough Satoshis.
Bitcoin is the first hard money ever that separates the state from money. That's never been possible for in the history of humans on planet Earth. Bitcoin has no top. There is no ultimate price for Bitcoin because the US dollar ultimately has no bottom. You want hard money, something that can't be printed. So that's the only way to escape the printers. They're going to keep printing trillions and trillions. So you want something that they can't print. As Voltaire once said, all paper money returns to its intrinsic value, and that is zero. So this has been known for hundreds of years. You can't run an economy on paper money.
Satoshi implemented a maximum supply of Bitcoin so it would mirror an inflation rate similar to gold. Another characteristic Satoshi programmed into Bitcoin are what's called halving events. Halving refers to the reduction in Bitcoin block rewards issued to miners by half. The advantage of having a fixed supply is that Bitcoin's inflation rate will eventually reach 0% once the last Bitcoin has been mined. A fixed supply and high demand creates scarcity.
Humans can't think in kind of exponential terms. We're very bad at that. We can only think linear, slow, steady progression. Our minds are almost not really capable of computing the way that things like Bitcoin tend to increase in value. I think we're going to see potentially eye-watering sums of money for the price of just one individual Bitcoin.
I think the reality is that, look, the last few million coins of Bitcoin are obviously going to cost more energy than the first, 18 million. But in the grand scheme of things, again, this is something that, in Bitcoin parlance, people say hodl. You buy it, you hold it, you put it away. I think it will create an enormous power redistribution, and it will push power, it'll push financial accessibility to the edges, to billions and billions of people.
It's done extraordinarily well. Its rise, I described it as algorithmic. You look at its price pattern in log form, especially if you put the halving points on there, it looks like a machine just kind of slowly increasing, quickly increasing its market cap. But on that log chart, it's like this steady kind of heartbeat going up over time, every 4 years. Even just to be a digital gold, just as a digital store of value that they can't be debased, that alone is potentially a multi-trillion-dollar market cap.
When I look at almost every time horizon, going from a month, that would be the shortest I'd look at, a month out to 100 years, Bitcoin looks like it's going to beat everything for the time being. Great, that's a home run opportunity.
Lots of people want to minimize what's going on here, or they're afraid. They're in fear to actually come out and say what they believe.
Mike, they don't understand yet. People are, it's like, as you know, you suddenly get to that point where it's like, oh Christ, I get it now. You kind of think you get it for a while, then you question yourself, then you sort of get it, then you realize you know nothing, and then you come to the epiphany, is not knowing anything about it apart from one core set of things, that this is superior to anything else around it, and it could be an entire ecosystem, a whole structure. That's all you need to know. After that, it's like, okay, I got hard money with upside. Brilliant.
And so now we're sitting here waiting to see how long it's going to take for all the other rational actors in the world to come to the same conclusion.
Exactly right.
Okay, guys. So our next video, we will share with you how Bitcoins are created. Now, Bitcoin is not a physical currency, it's a digital currency. So therefore, it goes through a process called mining. And that mining process, guys, has to be done through special computers. And these computers are situated all over the world. So you have what we call mining farms. Okay, and each mining farm might have a few thousand computers, and we have thousands of those locations spread across the entire world. All right, so that's one of the things that secure the Bitcoin network and make it very difficult to hack, okay, and to scam. All right, so let's go through how Bitcoins are mined.
Right now, the world is basically in the middle of a second gold rush. But the thing is, it's not gold that people are actually after this time around. It's Bitcoin, the biggest, baddest cryptocurrency on the planet. But the thing about Bitcoin is that because it's a digital currency, you obviously can't just dig it out of the ground with a pickaxe. So to get a better sense of how cryptocurrency mining works, we're here in northern Washington to visit one of the biggest Bitcoin mines in the United States and to see what goes on behind the scenes.
The whirring sound you're hearing is the sound of 1,800 servers computing. This is a mining facility. So we operate ASIC servers specifically for the Bitcoin blockchain protocol. As you can see, it's a warehouse environment. Our facilities manufacture about 7 Bitcoin per day.
The servers in this room do that by solving a difficult math problem called a cryptographic hashing function. In the simplest possible terms, they're solving a puzzle that's generated by the Bitcoin network. About every 10 minutes, a new puzzle or block in the chain is released. The reward for solving that puzzle is currently 12.5 Bitcoins. Working together, all the Bitcoin miners on Earth unlock about 1,800 Bitcoins each day, and about 0.4% of those are mined in this very room. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when we filmed this video, this Bitcoin mine generated about $70,000 a day. That's $2.1 million a month, all in this one room.
These are ASIC processors, application-specific integrated circuits. The chip design is specifically to run the protocol that is Bitcoin blockchain. It's code, right? It's specifically a chip design to run that code at a much higher rate of speed. So what you have to understand about Bitcoin is it's a commodity. Most of the world doesn't understand it's actually code with an underlying technology value.
Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are decentralized, with every transaction being recorded in the blockchain ledger. Bitcoin mining is essentially processing those transactions and adding links to the blockchain. Each link in the chain created every 10 minutes contains about 2,500 transactions.
It's held speculatively, okay? So how much money do you make every day is a function of not when we create it. It's a function of when we sell it. So what do? We manufacture it continuously. We hold it for when the price runs up, and then we sell it. We take the proceeds and we expand our operation.
Expansion is essential because as more Bitcoin miners come online and servers become more powerful, the puzzles become more difficult to solve. The Bitcoin mining algorithm continuously adjusts to keep the mining rate constant, 1 block in the chain equaling 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. And the Bitcoin algorithm only allows for the creation of 21 million Bitcoin, meaning the last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140.
Why Wenatchee? Wenatchee is on the Columbia River. We are part of what's called the Mid-Sea Columbia string of hydroelectric dams. We have cheap, plentiful, green hydroelectric power right here.
That means the cost of power is relatively cheap, about $100,000 a month right now.
This facility is a 2 megawatt facility. We are building a 10 megawatt facility now, and we are breaking ground on a 20 megawatt facility, and then we also have 8 megawatts worth of facilities under construction in 2 separate locations. And in addition to that, we are in the process of developing projects for another 80 megawatts, all at this time.
That growth is essential because the world is in the middle of a Bitcoin mining gold rush. Profit margins can be 70% and higher for mining operations, and miners big and small are looking to cash in.
If you can get tech infrastructure closer to the source and not have to build out all the distribution network, you drastically reduce the cost and the bottleneck. So we are building this emerging technology here in Central Washington State because we're close to the source and we have a fiber backbone, an international fiber backbone that travels right through our valley. This region is naturally situated to be one of the international epicenters for this emerging technology we call blockchain.
Meditation you must use if you want to manifest a life of abundance.
Bitcoin is an infinitely hard asset, whereas gold can be produced by human beings given enough incentive. I realized that over the long term, Bitcoin is the harder asset than gold.
Bitcoin and gold. Why not gold, Michael?
I considered gold, and then I started studying the two, and then I realized that gold miners are going to produce about 2% more gold every year. And then I realized that there's a possibility over the next 100 years that more than 2% of gold will be increased. But let's just say in the best of the world, for 100 years, we produce 2% more gold. That means $100 million will be debased down to $12.5 million in 100 years. On the other hand, Bitcoin is exponentially going to infinity stock to flow. There's never going to be more than 21 million Bitcoin. So you're really talking about, at most, diluting $100 million of Bitcoin by 10 million over the 100 years. And given the fact that Bitcoin is an infinitely hard asset, whereas gold can be produced by human beings given enough incentive, I realized that over the long term, Bitcoin is the harder asset than gold.
Do you think we'll see a shift because we see central banks buying gold, right? And that was a signal, I would say, at the start of this year and last year when there was record buying from central banks. Could we see that happening with Bitcoin?
I think that Bitcoin is digital gold, and that means it's faster. I can move it 1,000 places in a couple of seconds. It's stronger. I can pledge $100 million of it for 3 hours in Japan on a Saturday afternoon, right? It's smarter. I can write a computer program that'll slice it in 1 million pieces and do complicated things with it. It's only going to get better every year forever because it's software. And what that means is people that are attracted to Apple and Amazon, Google, and Facebook, because they're smarter, faster, stronger network.
Hey, I'm sorry for interrupting your video, but if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I would like to share with
you. They're going to be attracted to Bitcoin. Logically, that means, but central banks weren't buying Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Google initially. It'll first be technology investors Then it will be super high net worth individuals. It'll be private companies, public companies. It'll be the institutions that bought Apple stock. Eventually, Warren Buffett bought Apple stock, but he bought it 10 years after I bought it. So eventually then you read about central banks today buying the NASDAQ today, right? But 5 years ago, central banks wouldn't have bought NASDAQ stock. So maybe they'll get there, but it's going to be a natural adoption cycle with waves of other investors taking the asset position first.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill, okay? We are entering a completely world of uncharted water right now.
Have you made any investments in Bitcoin?
So, I mean, I personally own Bitcoin in my hedge fund. I own Bitcoin in my fund. I own Bitcoin in my private account. It is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge, huge deal. Because what you're talking about right now is for the next 3 to 5 years, an unbelievably better store of value. It is gold 2.0.
I think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually.
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, there is no Bitcoin company, there is no Bitcoin building, there's not even a Bitcoin server anywhere that you could shut down. It is completely distributed. That's what's unique about Bitcoin. It is, for the first time, a way for the two of us to exchange value online without a third-party intermediary. Until the invention of Bitcoin, for you and me to exchange money online, we had to employ a third party, like PayPal, like Visa, like MasterCard, right? And we live in the 21st century. If we want to have a video call to China, we can do that for free. But to send a couple $100, which is essentially just ones and zeros being moved around, costs 5% plus takes over a day.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.
You'll see Bitcoin trading at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. Rick Falkvinia does an excellent analysis. He predicts that Bitcoin will capture between 1 and 10% of the global Forex market, which implies a price of between $100,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin. Most of the people who are on the sidelines not buying Bitcoin today will start to buy Bitcoin when it gets over 1,000, and then a greater percentage of people will definitely plow into Bitcoin when it starts to get over 10,000.
It's still predicting Bitcoin, $10,000 per Bitcoin in 3 years.
Casares, he's the CEO of Zappo, which is a Bitcoin wallet and Bitcoin vault.
I think it's mostly a very positive thing. I think we're going to see ups and downs like with any other emerging technology. But I think Bitcoin is here to stay, and it makes sense that it be taxed and treated like any other.
So let's make a bold call here. In 10 years, what do you think Bitcoin will be worth? One Bitcoin.
Between $500,000 and $1 million.
A lot of people are just seeing the charts and thinking how high will it go. What I'm doing is counting backwards. I mean, this is a transactional currency, and it is a store of value. As such, it is a product and a service competing on a very tangible market for stores of value and for transactional currencies. So what is the size of that market?
Right, and this is important.
And how big a market share can Bitcoin realistically take within a foreseeable time frame? Right. When you ask that question, then you come up with a market cap of Bitcoin total, and then you divide that by the number of Bitcoin in circulation by your estimated time, and seeing how Chinese are buying Bitcoin like crazy. I actually had to adjust this number upwards, but then you come up with a number of about $2 to $5 million per Bitcoin.
I suggest that everyone go back to buy one Bitcoin. Not too much, only one is enough. If everyone in this world, people, just to go back buy one Bitcoin, the Bitcoin value go to the $1 million. When the Bitcoin have $1 million, all around the world will be crazy, and everyone will be the follow, and other digital currency just to be grandson of the Bitcoin.
Okay, all right. Good evening, everyone. Want to welcome all those persons now joining us. My name is Christopher Byrne. I'm your presenter this evening. And guys, I just want to draw your attention to, a few things that were mentioned in this video, because this video, guys, is a video I used to use in my training and in my education to persons about Bitcoin. And we're talking way back in 2016, 2017. And you've heard predictions where Bitcoin was also mentioned to go to $10,000. And I remember Bitcoin at the time being under $1,000. A lot of persons could not see that's possible, right? Because they were dealing with a currency that is unknown. They've never heard about it before. And same thing today, guys. We have persons who don't understand the currency, who don't understand that it even exists, don't even think it's real. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share something with you that came over that was shared with me tonight through WhatsApp. And this just came over the news, actually. I guess this person would have shared it with me. Let me open up. Verna, you're there. Just let us know. This came over our 8 o'clock news tonight. Okay, just let me mute.
Yes, Chris, it was on the 8 o'clock news tonight. Yes, Chris.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. So let me see if I can share that with persons. I was trying to record it before the session, but the time you sent to me, I don't know if I can get it done. Oh no. All right, let me come back to that. I don't think I can get it done now. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so let's look at the first one. This is all what's on the news tonight.
The new currency that is safer, faster, and cheaper. I am very pleased to announce that Dcash will go live on March 31st, 2021. I repeat, Dcash will go live on March 31st, 2021. Dcash is safer, it is faster, and cheaper. Get on board. Get ready. Now. And never forget that the future of the EC dollar is digital. So let's make history together.
Wow. Okay, so that's showing us, that as we keep preaching every night here, guys, that we're telling everyone that the world is going digital. Our currency in the Caribbean will go digital as well. They'll be getting rid of the physical dollar and everything will become a digital currency. And I think that shows now the Eastern Caribbean dollar will be digitized. Okay, so let's go over to our next video. Vernon, I really appreciate you sharing this with us as well.
The new energy Bitcoin is enjoying is a result of the multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package introduced by U.S. President Joe Biden.
Bitcoin has risen by almost 1,000% over the past 12 months. The value of Bitcoin in circulation has exceeded $1 trillion for the second time this year. New York Mellon Bank, MasterCard, and other big financial companies have ventured into cryptocurrencies. Elon Musk's Tesla car manufacturer bought around $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and accepts payments in the virtual currency. Other smaller digital currencies are also getting a boost. Prices for Ethereum, Litecoin, and Stellar have also soared this year.
Okay. All right. So we have an idea what's happening around us. Okay. Now let's go to Google and let's go to our price chart. And anyone, you can put this in, just pull up, Google, type in Bitcoin price, and this will bring you here. Okay, so I would have pulled this up before our presentation. Okay, so let's refresh it, because as I tell persons, would you prefer to save in money that remain fixed, or you prefer to save in money that is going to go up in value? So let's look at Bitcoin right now, guys. Is sitting at 58,550 US dollars. Okay, and that was before I started my presentation. All right, so let me just refresh this page. Okay, all right, so we are sitting at 58,987. Okay, so you can see that we had a little increase there. Okay, everyone can see that. Okay, all right, so you have a currency, guys, that's going to continue to go up. Why? Because they're only 21 million Bitcoins. They're only 21 million Bitcoins, guys. This is a digital asset. And let's look at it now on the, as it compares to other assets, okay, in its class. Of what we're looking at here, we are on the market cap of the top ranked companies in the world. So this ranks right now just over 11,000 companies by assets and market cap. Market cap basically means, guys, is the amount of money invested in the company. All right. So we will see the amount of money invested in some of the top companies around the world and how much their share, okay, or the stock is selling for those individual companies. Now, guys, there's a lot of companies here. I'm not going to go through all, right? But I'm just going to point out a few top companies that we all familiar with and that we know. Okay. All right. So let's go back up. Okay. Many persons know of Toyota. Yeah. AT&T is listed here. Toyota is ranked number 51. AT&T ranked number 50. Okay, let's go up. We have Nike, big brand, ranked number 43 in the world. Okay, here we have PayPal, ranked number 31, and Home Depot, ranked number 30. And guys, if you look at the market cap for this company, let's look Bank of America, ranked number 27, a market cap of $324 billion and $37.64 per share. Okay, here we have Walmart and MasterCard. Okay, two big companies. Then we have here Johnson & Johnson, a company many of us come along hearing about. Some of us born and hear about this company, Johnson & Johnson, and they're also the ones who manufacturing the vaccine as well. And this company here is number 18, okay, in the world with a market cap of $424 billion and share price is $161.37. We have JP Morgan and Chase, Visa, another big company, along with Samsung. Most persons have Samsung phones. And also Tesla, Alibaba, all of them are listed here, guys. All right. And Tesla is listed number 11 with a market cap of $649 billion. And Tesla shares down right now, but it's actually at $676.86 per share. Then we have Facebook. Not a huge company, all right, ranked number 9 in the world, okay, with a market cap of $795 billion, $279.28 per share. And there's Bitcoin, guys. There's Bitcoin ranked number 8 already, okay, and right now with a market cap of $1 trillion, $1 trillion. With a price here it's showing me 56, but of course if I refresh this, because this is not current, there we go. Bitcoin right now have moved up now to $59,000 right now as we speak. Okay, so I'm $1.1 trillion already. So guys, I keep saying to persons, I just share this every night. We can see this keep constantly moving up. All right, that Bitcoin is going to continue to move until it takes the number 1 position. Who's in the number 1 position? Gold. All right. You want company that close to that there is Apple, but gold is number 1. And why is gold number 1? Because guys, gold is the safe haven for top companies, rich people. They all put their money into gold. They have a lot of gold reserves. Why is that? Because they definitely want to make sure that they preserve their wealth and protect it from inflation. And gold is the only thing or the only option that they have to do that. Okay, now Bitcoin is going to replace that because Bitcoin is now becoming digital gold, and Bitcoin, okay, will become the reserve currency of the world. Why would it become the reserve currency? Because the world is going digital, and that will become the reserve currency of the world. I keep saying this to persons. I just hope you guys take it as serious as I meant it. All right, because we now moving into, and we can see it all around us, everything is going digital. Everything, guys, is moving over into this digital format. Okay, music, video, the way we communicate, everything is digital. So if everything is digital, won't you expect then our currency to become digital? And if our currency become digital, there have to be one currency that heads it all. Okay, that leads, okay, that lead every other currency. Just like how the US dollar used to lead every other currency, okay, in the world. Everything was bought in US dollars. guys, I'm saying to you, that currency now will become Bitcoin someday very soon. So the reason I'm so passionate, guys, about sharing this information with you, because I want you to understand, you now have the opportunity to start to acquire this digital asset, okay, and start to hold on to it, because you will benefit. This will bring generational wealth to you and your family. All right, so let's go over to my PowerPoint. This is the end of our crypto education. We will still get some little nuggets, okay, about crypto as I do my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. It's good to have all of you here. I know you're going to have some questions, but keep your questions after. Make sure you write them down, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Okay. All right. So is my screen being shown, guys? Give me a. Everyone can see my screen.
Yes, Chris.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, welcome again, everyone. My name is Christopher Brain. I'm the little shot that keeps on shooting. I'm a cryptocurrency trader and a trainer. I have been training persons and educating persons about cryptocurrency for the past 5 to 6 years, and have been involved in network marketing over 20 years. I started out promoting health products and so on. But guys, eventually I then moved over into cryptocurrency after I got understanding about this area and see the importance of starting to save my money in cryptocurrency. It's so important that you understand where this currency is going and how it's going to benefit you and your family, guys. Now, we've seen top companies, multi-millionaires and billionaires already making this shift and moving their money into this digital asset. And I do believe, okay, some of us, who also understand what's happening, understand the things that are happening around us, okay, will do the same as well. Okay. All right. So this evening, I'm going to share with you the benefits of having this digital asset called Bitcoin. We're also going to be partnering with a company called the Patrorum Group International. All right. Okay. So the Patrorum Group International, you may ask, who is this company? I'll get to it shortly. I get an idea, what this company is doing and how it's helping persons all over the world, especially in these times. Now, back in 2016, 2017, guys, I had the opportunity and the privilege to earn myself 27 Bitcoins. Okay. Now, before 2017, before 2016, when I heard about Bitcoin, I did not invest in it. I did not even look at it. I did not even do any research on it because I just saw it as something on the internet that had no value. I saw it just that we consider internet money, monopoly money, right? Where you only have money in the game, outside the game, in the real world, it has no value. And that's how I saw Bitcoin. When I did start to understand Bitcoin, it was a few years after, right? And then I start to get involved, start to, buy a little bit here and there. And then I start to purchase it and start to look at investing in Bitcoin. I was able to invest some Bitcoin with a company and they trade it for me and allow me to earn myself 27 Bitcoin. Now, guys, back then, those 27 Bitcoins, when I cash out some, I cashed them out at different levels, okay? Because of course, I see it had value then, and also we had a place in Barbados called Bit. It still is located here in Barbados, still around, but they had a Bitcoin exchange here in Barbados. So therefore, any Bitcoin you earn, you could have actually cashed it out with that company. All right. So I cashed out some of those Bitcoins and I cashed them out, as I say, at different price points. But the whole idea, guys, if I'd hold on to those 27 Bitcoins, okay, today, those 27 Bitcoins would be valued over 3 million Barbados dollars, okay, as opposed to just a few $1,000s back then. So what I've done, I've taken a screenshot of my wallet. This is my Bitcoin wallet, and I've taken it back all to the year 2017. So you guys can see the screenshot. I have two screenshots here, one on the left, and let's look at the one on the left. And the one on the left is showing you, okay, June the 11th, 2017, I would have sent out, and this is when it's sent out, that means those are what I cash out, 3.95, that's almost 4 Bitcoins. And the value of it back then was 11,608 US dollars. Now let's look at the screenshot on the right, because one of the things that the wallet does is that it gives you the value of the currency when you move it, and it also gives you value in at today's, based on today's rate. It tell you what that same value of Bitcoin will be worth today. So that same 3.95 Bitcoin, guys, today's value, okay, is $223,285 US dollars and 60 cents. Now, how many persons would prefer to have $223,285, okay, as opposed to $11,000? I mean, at any given time, everybody will want the 223,000, yes? Okay, but back then, again, because of lack of knowledge, didn't understand the asset that I had. I didn't even see it as an asset. I just see it as ordinary currency, and I just spend it. I cash it out and buy some everything with it, pay bills, buy food, pay for tickets to travel. Okay, because I was up and down the islands, doing seminars and so on, right? And I just treated it like ordinary money, not realizing that I should have held on to this asset a little longer. Okay, so therefore, what I'm going to share with you is the same thing that was shared with me, how you can actually earn more Bitcoin without having to buy a full Bitcoin. Okay, how you can earn more Bitcoin without having to buy a full Bitcoin. Okay, now what I'm going to take you through 3 areas. What is digital currency and cryptocurrency? Why do you need cryptocurrency, and how to double your cryptocurrency? Now, I want you to see digital currency because all of us here right now use digital currency in some form, because if you have a bank account and you have a debit card attached to that account, a bank card, or if you have a credit card, you're actually using digital currency already, because this allows you to leave the money in the bank and you can still do business and spend that money directly from that card. And how is that possible? Because the card carries the money around in a digital format. So therefore, digital currency allows you to move money around cashless without you having to touch any physical cash. All right, so that's the beauty, and that's what we're seeing today now. That, as I said, the persons, we're going to go into a cashless society, and every transaction will be done directly through your cell phone. All right, with digital currency. But the difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency, so Bitcoin is a digital currency, but it's also a cryptocurrency. Whereas the digital currency that the governments will be using, that will only be a digital currency, but it would not be a cryptocurrency. Why is that? Because even though you might have a dollar, okay, the Barbados dollar digitized, it still is a dollar. It does not go up in value. Whereas Bitcoin, which is a cryptocurrency, increase in value. So therefore, which one would you prefer to have? The government digital dollar or Bitcoin that going up in value as you have it? Okay, so as I said, say the persons every day, the best currency to be holding right now, it is Bitcoin. Okay, now why do you need cryptocurrency, guys? Because it is the best way to save. It is the best way to start saving your money. If you know that you can put down $100 and in a few months or a few days or a few weeks, they have increased in value, would you want to put it in the bank or the credit union where you're going to get no interest on it? I don't think so. All right. So Bitcoin also allows you to be able to what? Get involved in investing. If you've never been involved in any type of investing before, here's the opportunity that you can get into investing a whole lot easier than you would have gotten involved in buying shares in a company. All right. You can also use Bitcoin to shop online anywhere around the world for any product that you can ever think of online. Okay. All right, so Bitcoin, guys, as I mentioned, it is a cryptocurrency and it is the largest and the biggest and baddest cryptocurrency on the market. Okay, it came out in 2009 and it's like any other currency like the euro or the US dollar, but it is a digital dollar, so it's not physical. Okay, Bitcoin can be used for exchange of products and services from peer to peer. So when we say from peer to peer, that means if you have someone to send money to in Timbuktu, in Australia, wherever, you can send them that money, okay, without having to walk into a bank and ask any permission or pay anyone to send it for you. You can do it directly from your cell phone at any given time, whenever you choose. Okay. Now, Bitcoin goes on your cell phone, so it's an app that's downloaded on your phone, and you're able to keep, okay, your Bitcoins on your phone. So that means your money is not in a bank. Okay. So therefore, when you put your money into Bitcoin, it's no longer in a bank. it is in your own bank, and your bank is where? On your phone. Okay, I just want persons to know that. So now you're becoming your own bank. All right, you become your own bank. You're the one who knows safeguard your own money. It's just that if you had it and you had it in your pocket, okay, you didn't put it in the bank and you take your money and you put it in your billfold. Okay, the ladies, you put it in your purse, you have it on you, it's now in your possession. Bitcoin is the same way. From the time you purchase Bitcoin, it is now in your possession, not in any bank. It's on your app on the phone and it's in your possession. Okay, so that means when you need to move it, when you need to cash it out, you're the one who will have total control over that. Okay. All right, so let's look at some more details about Bitcoin. There are only 21 million Bitcoins in total. Only 21 million Bitcoins can be mined. Every day we have Bitcoins being mined and come into circulation. So far, we have a total of 18 million Bitcoins already mined and in circulation. That's a balance of 3 million left to come into circulation. Guys, every 4 years, okay, the amount that comes into circulation is cut in half. So therefore, right now we are at now 900, okay, that comes into circulation every month, okay. Now, next 4 years, that's going to be cut in half, and that becomes now 400, okay. And then the next 4 years, that is going to be cut in half. So therefore, we say cut in half, and every time it's cut in half, guys, that is one of the things that drive the price up. Like any other commodity, as long as the supply, okay, is down, but the demand is high, the price will go up. Think about it. If we have tomatoes and there's a limited amount of tomatoes, when we have a shortage of any product on the market, like vegetables and so on, okay, the price of the vegetables go up. Am I right? Of course. All right. So the same thing with Bitcoin. Okay, the price will go up and it will continue to go up and continue to go up all the way up to when it goes to 21 million. All right. The intention, guys, I do believe that Bitcoin will someday reach $21 million for one. Okay, right now we are sitting roughly around 59,000 US dollars right now. Okay, for one, and this year could bring us to a top of at least $350,000 for $500,000 for one Bitcoin this year. Okay, so therefore, guys, you still have time to benefit from the coin as it go up in value. All right. Okay, the next coin in command, as far as a cryptocurrency on the market, is a currency called Ethereum. We had Ethereum going as far as $2,000 this last month. Okay, Bitcoin went as far as $60,000, guys. So you know we're back up. Now let's look at the pricing. Okay, for Bitcoin and Ethereum. When Bitcoin came out in 2008, one Bitcoin was 1 US cent. When Ethereum came out in 2014, one Ethereum was 30 cents. And look at both of these coins up in the thousands of dollars. All right. Okay, so guys, we cannot turn back the clock on them. So therefore, we cannot go back to there when we able to buy Bitcoin at 1 cent. Now Ethereum at 30 cents. But we have Tron and Doge right now sitting at 6 cents each. So therefore, these are the two next emerging coins also on the market, okay, or cryptocurrencies on the market, guys, that we should be thinking of what? Buying and storing up for later. Next 4 years, these guys will be in top positions as far as value, okay? As far as value, they will be up in value. So therefore, there's an opportunity to buy those and store them and keep them for, okay, for that time. Okay, because it will allow you now to buy what? A few thousands of them, because we're talking pennies per coin. Bitcoin was like that someday, and that's why we have persons become multi-millionaires, because now they are able to cash out some of those Bitcoins that they bought for pennies. Okay, all right, so there are well over 5,000 different cryptocurrencies on the market, but guys, that will overwhelm you. Just thinking of all the amount of cryptocurrencies that they do have out there. All right. So therefore, through our group, we do recommend to persons which are the best ones that they should invest in at this point in time. Okay, so let's look at Ann and Ethan, two persons that I would have recommended to buy Bitcoin in the early days back in 2017. Ethan invested 25 US dollars worth in Bitcoin, and what he did with it, he just saved it. That's all he did. He just saved it. Okay, he didn't do nothing else with it but save it. And he kept that Bitcoin till 2019. 2 years after, he decided he wanted to cash it out. And the amount of Bitcoin that he purchased was not even a full Bitcoin. It was not even a half. It was not even a tenth of a Bitcoin. Okay, it was just a little amount of Bitcoin that he purchased. And he was able to catch up 459 US dollars, guys, just by doing what? Saving his money in Bitcoin. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I say to persons, the best way to start saving your money that will benefit you financially, better than the bank, better than the credit union, will be in Bitcoin. Okay, because over time, you will have an increase in value, and therefore that increase in value will also benefit whatever amount you have saved as well. Okay, and now, but the other hand, what she did, and actually not only purchased Bitcoin, she purchased a tenth of a Bitcoin. She wasn't able to buy a full Bitcoin. She spent 125 US dollars back then, and she purchased herself a tenth of a Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can be broken down, guys, into parts. Similar to how you have a dollar can be broken down into 100 parts. The smallest part is called a cent. Bitcoin can be broken down into 100 million parts, and that smaller part is called satoshis. Okay, so therefore you can buy any amount of dollars worth in the currency called Bitcoin, right? So you don't necessarily have to buy a full Bitcoin, but tonight we will share with you how you can actually earn yourself one full Bitcoin without having to buy a Bitcoin. So remember, Bitcoin is sitting at $59,000. We'll share with you how you can earn yourself at least one full Bitcoin. Now you own one full Bitcoin. Bitcoin go to $350,000 by the year end, and if you earn that full Bitcoin before year end, jackpot. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, so guys, so let's share with you now how you can take your money and put it to work. It's so important, guys, that you convert your money into crypto and then have your crypto working for you so that you can do what? Go enjoy your life with your family. And that's what it's all about. You know, a lot of us spend our whole life working for money, from home to work, home to work. And we do that what? For 45 years. And all we do is dig ourselves into a rut. And we all know that a rut can be a very comfortable place to be. Okay. Some people get so comfortable they don't even want to move from there. Imagine a frog, you know what I'm saying, in a pothole on a rainy day, and he's comfortable, he's sitting there and he's enjoying all that water. Okay. He's in his what? Comfort zone. And that's what a lot of persons have gone through life, and right now they're sitting in their comfort zone. They don't want to move and do anything else. Okay. Life is great, life is grand. And up come a Mack truck, because he don't realize where he's sitting, even though it might be comfortable, it's also, and he's also in a danger zone. All right. And that's where some persons are. They're sitting in a danger zone, but yet still feeling comfortable, not realizing that they're in a danger zone. And one reason I say that, because it only takes something to happen, okay, and what they thought was comfortable, what they thought that they had a nest of eggs put aside for a rainy day, got all eroded, okay, by circumstance. Things like COVID-19, okay, especially persons who have businesses, all right, weren't able to do any type of business around that time, and therefore lose a lot of money. Some business already closed down already, they cannot even recover from the effects of COVID-19. Then there are persons who were home and they weren't able to work, and they didn't have enough money saved, okay, for them to what? To fall back on and keep them afloat while they were home. All right. Then there are persons who lost their jobs. All right. So again, guys, that is a comfort zone. Okay. You never look at other alternatives to generate income. So if you're not putting yourself out there to say, you know something, I must have other options, I must have other means and ways to generate income, then for you're like that little frog that's sitting in that puddle in the middle of the road in a pothole, enjoying life, not realizing my truck can come out and take you out. All right. So guys, we're here to share with you how to put your money to work. Because when we came up as young kids, most of us never were told to invest. We were only told about saving, save our money because we're young, we don't have any responsibility, save our money so that we can buy this and buy that, okay? Save our money because you can need some money to put down as a deposit to get your home or get your car. And all we heard was save, but we never heard anything about invest, okay? And I'm saying to persons, you have to invest if you want to break that cycle of financial bondage. If you want to become financially free and financially independent, you have to invest. It's the only other option you have. It's the best option actually you have. Okay. So just think about it. If you had and given the opportunity where you can actually relax and then put your money to work instead of you going to work 40, 45 years, what if your money was working for you for the same time period, 40, 45 years? You think you'd be better off? You better believe it. Okay. Because guess what, guys? Money was meant to work. Money was meant to grow. You see money as a seed. A seed is meant to be what? Planted and put into the ground to do what? To reproduce of its own kind. So you have to see money like that. All right. So let's share with you how to put your money to work. Okay. So we're working with a company. We partner with a company called the Paterm Group International. Okay. Founded by Mr. Harvey Palafox. He's the former president of and co-founder, guys, of AI Trade Global and president and CEO of AI Trades Philippines. He's born in the Philippines and he lived and raised in the United States for over 43 years, guys. And his company right now, guys, is right now the company to be in. The company that have already created well over 21 millionaires in just a short space of time between 2019 and now. And this company right now is changing lives all over the world. This is a guy that was broke, okay? And sometime, just today, actually, one of my members shared a video with me that I watched a little while back, and I guess I would share it with you guys. This is when Mr. Palafox is sharing his testimony, okay, and how difficult things was for him, all right, when he was also hit by a mat trap, being, sitting in that puddle as I talked to you guys about just now, all right. So let's see where the Paterm Group International is already set up, guys. They have corporate offices in Estonia, in the United Kingdom, in the Philippines, in Singapore, and also in the United States, in Las Vegas. Okay. The president of PGI Global is none other than Ms. Helen Graham. And the vice president and chief operating officer is Mark Davis. All right, here's the list of products that the company do carry. They carry the cryptocurrency ATM machines, just like how you have a ATM machine that that you put in your card and you get physical dollars out of. All right, we have a ATM machine, okay, that you put, again, your cell phone to, and you can do what? Transfer your Bitcoin to the ATM machine, and the machine do what? Give you physical cash. Or you can buy the Bitcoin directly from the machine. So it goes both ways, back and forth. You buy from the machine or you sell back to the machine. All right. So the company do carry those type of machines called crypto ATM machines. They also have Bitcoin trading platforms, blockchain technology, okay, and wellness and health products, guys, because now you can also take your Bitcoin and buy your products directly from the company as well. They also have a crypto debit card. That means if you want to just use a card, because you might not have a machine in your country, they have a debit card that you can convert your dollars, your crypto in US dollars, and have it transferred to the card. So when you withdraw your commissions from the company, you can have it directly onto the card and therefore access it through any normal ATM machine. So these are the list of products that the company do have. Okay, now we're going to go into our compensation plan, showing you how you make money with PGI. But before we do that, we have to give you this disclaimer. All right. Okay. So we are an authorized cryptocurrency trading company. Okay. We are by no means a financial advisor. So just want everyone to know that. We suggest that you do your own. We suggest, okay, you always consult your financial advisor if you have one, and we strongly recommend, okay, that you do your own due diligence. Read the terms and conditions and understand them. We believe that once you do, you will see what we see. We are by no means a company offering any financial advice. Okay, so let's look at our compensation plan. All right, so how do you get started with PGI? Now, PGI do not sell Bitcoin, okay? They do not sell cryptocurrency. What the company does and what they do very well, I have been doing for a few years, even before, PGI was formed. As I mentioned, the CEO of the company also ran another company before, all right, trading. And guys, they're very, very good at it. They trade, okay, and they're experts. That's what they do, okay, and what they have been doing successfully for a while. So now the company is offering this service to persons where they can now have their Bitcoin traded. So therefore, in order to get involved in PGI, you have to do what? Convert your Barbados dollars or your EC or your Jamaican dollars or your US dollars, whatever country you're from, okay, you convert that into Bitcoin first. The person who invited you will share with you how to do that, okay? and then you able to purchase yourself a package. Now, all the packages are here in BTC or Bitcoin, all right? But I will give you the US value in dollars. Okay, so we have the first level is silver. So if you want to come in at silver, you can purchase a package for as little as 100 US dollars worth in Bitcoin, 400 or $600 worth in Bitcoin. If you come in at gold, you're purchasing a package for 1,000, 5,000, or $10,000 worth in Bitcoin. A platinum is 20,000, 50,000, up to 100,000 worth in Bitcoin, and the titanium is 500,000 without any limit in Bitcoin. So these are the packages that you can purchase. Now, each package you purchase, regardless of if you're buying a $100 package or $500,000 package, each package comes with a software fee, okay, of 19 US dollars. Now, what the company does, the companies then start to trade whatever package you choose, that dollar value amount, the company start trading that for you. Now, you would receive a bonus or what we call an interest, okay, on that package, and that gives you an interest rate of 0.5 versus 0.5% per day, up to 3% per day. Some days, guys, it will be 1%. Some days it might be 1.5. Some days it might be 2. But what we've realized, okay, that the company have been very consistent with is giving us at least 1% a day. So we're going to go with 1% a day. All right. So whatever package you choose, you start to earn yourself at least 1% per day. Okay, so let's see how you can double your money in 6 months. You put your money to work. Now compare this to putting this in the bank. Take $100, guys, put it in the bank. Take $100 and convert it to Bitcoin and put it into PGI. Okay, in 6 months, you come back to the bank. How much do you have? $1,000? $200? You're lucky if you have back the same 100, because most likely the bank will take some sort of fee out of it. All right. Okay. Now you put that in Bitcoin and you give it to PGI to trade. Every day you're going to get a 1%. 1% on $100 is $1 interest every day. Yes, you heard me right. Every single day you receive interest on that $100. So therefore, in 200 days, you'll have yourself $200 back. You'll get back your $100, plus you earn yourself additional $100 due to the interest you're earning. So this is a time frame of just around 6 months. So that means in 1 year, you can have it double twice. So that means you put back in the 200, you now have what? $400 at the end of a year. So you move $100 to $400 at the end of a year. Now, what if you can do that with $1,000? $1,000. Think about it. $1,000, 1% every day would give you $10 interest. So now you're starting to earn yourself what? $10 interest every day. In 200 days, you have $2,000. Again, you take $2,000, you put it back in. Okay. Now you're getting what? $20 a day. In 6 months, you know, have yourself $4,000. So that means the beginning of the year, okay, to the end of the year, you have made yourself $4,000. That's $3,000 profit. And this can work with any package. So therefore, same thing if you have a $10,000 package, and therefore, by the end of the year, guys, you have yourself $40,000. All right, just using that same scenario that I just shared with you. Now, guys, every single thing I've explained to you here, okay, this is an agreement between you and the company. So when you purchase yourself a package, that's what they call it, a trading agreement. The company will trade your Bitcoin because that's what they do. When you put your money in the bank does the same thing. When you put your money in credit union, those places, they take it and they lend it out and they get interest on it. Okay, that interest doesn't come to you, it goes to the institution, even though it is your money being used to do this activity. All right, but PGI returns to us some of those profits and give us a 1% on a daily basis on our money. Can you imagine if you were just getting 1% on your money that you have saved in the bank every single day? Every person for sure will be encouraged to save, because you know that you're making some money on your money. Furthermore, some persons will prefer to save and just live off the interest. And this is the same thing you can do here, guys. You can actually put enough money into PGI, and the interest that you get, you can actually live off of that interest. All right. So without even having to, you know, lose your capital. Your capital was still there and keep just what we're investing it all the time and keep generating the interest and live off the interest. All right. Okay, so you can earn this, guys, without even referring anyone. So you do not need to refer anyone. You don't even need to say anything to anyone. okay, if you don't want to, if you just want to invest, okay, and put your money to work, this part of the presentation I just shared with you, okay, is for you. Okay. If you're a person that want to invest, but you also want to make a little additional income outside of that, by doing what? Building a business. All right. PGI also have a business model for those persons now who want to build a business. Okay, with PGI, not only investing, but you also want to do what? Start to refer other persons. So let's go into our second part of the presentation. And this is where now, guys, you're able to make a whole lot more money than you're making on your packages. So let me explain. It all start with a referral bonus. You refer persons, the company pay you a referral bonus. They give you a bonus because you refer persons to the company. Now that referral bonus starts out at 6%. Many persons, okay, have done this over and over. So when a person tell me, you know, I don't like selling, I don't want to sell, I don't want to recommend anyone, but yet still, if someone asks the young lady, oh, so where you got your hair done, where you got your nails done, they'll sell that business to that individual. If somebody asks you, about where you shop, where you buy your clothes, where you buy your shoes, okay, people recommend dentists, people recommend doctors. Yeah. So when you recommend, you're selling. Literally, you're selling that person's service. So therefore, when person say that they don't like to do this or they don't want to do that, okay, it tells me that that person really don't understand they're doing something. Okay, what we ask them to do is what they're already doing already. So it's not a new skill that you have to learn. It's something that you do already. Okay. The question is not whether people will join or not. The question is when you have the opportunity to share it, just share it. I think persons get caught up on, suppose I share and nobody don't join. No. You don't look at it that way. You just share the information. Let persons have that option of making that decision for themselves because that's their right. The same way someone share it with you, you have the option of saying no to it or yes to it. And most persons will say yes to it because most persons are looking for a better way. The bank is not offering them anything better than what they're being offered here. All right. So with your referral commission, guys, when you refer persons, I do believe persons will be lining up, just like how they're lining up for Granville. Okay, calling him night and day to get involved in this opportunity. All right. So you have 6% referral commission. You can refer as many persons as you want, guys. They're not limited to any amount. You can refer any amount of persons you want. All right. Okay. So therefore, every time you refer someone, you get yourself 6%. So we can use a minimum of $100. Persons will buy different packages at different values because everybody, have at a different financial level. But we can go with just $100. So person number one, okay, that you sign up, you get $6. That's 6%. Okay, off $100, $6. That's US dollars. Person number two, another $6. Okay. Now because you refer two persons, and if you can do that in your first 30 days, you earn yourself an additional 2% boost up. So now on your third person, instead of getting 6%, you get yourself 8%. So instead of getting $6, you now get 8. All right. Okay. Now bear that in mind, guys. Now that's the first commission that you will start to experience right away outside of your 1% that you're earning from the company. You will be getting a 6% on every person that you sign up. Now this 6%, guys, is a one-time per package. So that means if the person buys only $100 package, you only get $6 that one time. If the person then decide to increase another package, then you get yourself another what? 6%. It becomes, you only earn it when the person purchases a package. Okay, now let's look at the next bonus. Next bonus is called a binary bonus. The binary bonus now, guys, has nothing to do with you. The binary bonus now all has to do with the people who you refer and who they refer and who they refer and who they refer. So therefore, you can start earning money now on other persons as they join, even though you did not refer those persons. You did not join those persons into PGI. Those persons were referred by other persons, but you still get paid. Okay, and that payment, guys, is going to come to you all the way down to infinity. So there's no cutoff level. So not to say that you're going to get paid onto 2 levels or 3 or 4 or 5, all the way down to infinity. All right, as long as someone join, okay, you get paid. So let me explain to you the binary. It starts out at 8%. 8%, okay. Now 8% on 100, of course, is $8, right? All right, but because you brought in 2 persons in your first 30 days, and qualify for the boost up also benefit you in this area as well. It don't only benefit you in the referral bonus, but it also benefit you in the binary bonus. So now instead of getting 8%, you're now going to get yourself 10%. Okay, so let's look and see how the binary bonus pays. Okay, so we're going to divide this in half. Okay, and let's say all the persons, okay, that you refer 2 persons. All right, now the 2 persons that you refer, this is how they have to be positioned in order for you to qualify. You have to have 1 person on your left and 1 person on your right. Just like how you stand up, you stand up on 2 legs, and your 2 legs are not on top of each other. They're side by side, one on your left hip, the other one on the left side. Okay, one left and 1 right. All right. Okay, so now you can stand up and firm. Okay, you have a foundation to stand on. Okay, it's the same thing with the business. 1 person as you join them must go on the left and 1 on the right. You cannot put all 2 on the left and you cannot put all 2 on the right. You would not qualify. All right, so don't fall into that mistake. I fall into it, guys, a few times. All right, so now we're able to get that solved. Okay, now we have person on the right. Okay, let's say we have that person referred there to and the 2 referred to, and let's say we accumulate at least 25 persons under this person here. Okay, and the same thing here on the left. We accumulate 25 persons here. All right, so I'm using this here just to give you an idea of the potential income earned. Now we have 2 sides. We have a left side and a right side. Now one side becomes a side that accumulates and the other side becomes the side that pay out. Now it could either be left or right, but in this example, just choose any side. So therefore, our left side gonna be our payout side. So if we have 25 persons on the left side and they all do 100, okay, they all do 100, guys. All of them purchase a pack for 100, okay, that would earn you 250 US dollars. Now let's say those 25 persons decide that they want eventually gonna move up to what? A 400 package. That now will earn you 1,000 US dollars. Let's say those 25 persons all move up, okay, to $1,000 package. That would earn you 2,500 US dollars. So when you add it up, guys, this would give you actually 3,750 US dollars. And guess what? If you take that and you put it into PGI, because that's commission that you earn, all right? And you can still take that and buy yourself a package. So if you take that, you move it into a package, guys, PGI is going to double it, and that now becomes 7,500 US dollars, all right? So this is how you can earn and increase your packages from your commissions as you build your business. All right, and I'm just using 25 persons. But what if when this continue to grow, those 25 persons go into what? Share it with 2 more persons, it becomes 50. The 50 persons go to share it with 2 more persons. Okay, it becomes 100 and keeps doubling, increasing like that. All right, so therefore, this is potential that you have, guys, where you can now take that money, buy yourself a package, and the more package you buy, you double. Every time you double, think about it. Every time you double, you're coming closer to earning yourself what? 1 full Bitcoin, because when you withdraw it, the company will pay to you in Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the beauty, guys, of having the opportunity here to earn yourself a full Bitcoin eventually, as long as you build your business. Now, if you don't build a business and you want to buy a full Bitcoin, you have the money, sure, go right ahead, buy yourself a full Bitcoin and just hold on to it. But if you're like most of us, we don't have the money to buy a full Bitcoin, therefore we're gonna do what? We will work, okay, we will build a business and then take that money that we earn from the business and put it to work. Let our money work for us, all right? Because for sure, money can work harder than it can work for it. All right. So here we go, guys. This is the opportunity. Get back in touch with the person who invited you. Don't delay. Get started today. This is a wonderful opportunity the person's offering you right now. And you need to thank that person who invited you here this evening and let them know that you really appreciate, okay, them sharing this information with you. All right. I'm going to open it to any questions anyone may have. All right. So just let me see if you have any questions. Okay, all right, so you guys can unmute. If you have a question, you can go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, Randolph.
I spoke to a friend of mine in Atlanta, Georgia tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was worried about paying taxes to the government. So
Were he
can you
worried?
share any light on that for me?
Were he worried? He shouldn't be worried. Is money earned?
Okay. All right.
Is money earned? I can't get
Okay.
into the taxes thing. Is money earned? And the government have ways to get it, especially persons in the United States where no crypto is being regulated and the government have ways to have them pay taxes. Actually, if you let it remain in cryptocurrency, then you don't pay taxes. But as long as you bring it back out into the fiat currency, then that's where taxes then is required to be paid.
Yeah, that's what I told him. If he leaves it in there, he will be fine.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But you can't get away from it. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Well, let's don't waste any more time, guys. Let's go right into our testimony. I want to share with you, okay, a few persons that's here that have gotten involved in PGI, and PGI is working wonderfully for. Guys, these guys are on top of the world because they're seeing the blessing of this opportunity in their lives, and they also see that they are so far they've been able to bless other persons as well. Okay, so I have a question. I can take this question after Maria, no problem. All right, so let's go to a good friend of mine. We go way back, guys. You understand? I remember when I introduced her to Bitcoin, even though she didn't jump at the opportunity back then, but somehow she's eventually come around to it, and she now is one of those persons who is now, hailing Bitcoin from the mountaintop. So, Pat, would you like to share your testimony, your experience in PGA with us this evening?
You put me on the spot. I hope you're not getting any interferences.
Go ahead. So far, so good.
Good night, everyone.
Good night to you.
Good night, Pat. Good night. Good night. PGI to the world.
PGI to the world. 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 Believer.
I'm a believer.
Fiona believes in PGI. Woohoo! Speak it, sister. Huh?
Good night, everyone. I first got introduced to this opportunity at the beginning of November. I did not make the same mistake as I did when Chris first introduced me to Bitcoin. I jumped on it immediately. But I was a little lackadaisical. But then I heard Granville's testimony about borrowing the 1,000 and getting started. And I said, what excuse do I have? Because the truth is the last lockdown we had affected my finances. I had a plan. And I was able to look into my Bitcoin wallet and see some Bitcoin and get involved. And I later on went on and bought the $400 package from my Bitcoin wallet as well. I'm telling you guys, I love the company. I love the transparency. I love the company. I love that within 72 hours, I begin to see money in my back office. I love the company because I love money. I love to manipulate it. I love what it can do. So I want to encourage you guys. This is an excellent opportunity. And I believe I can tell you that because I've been in business. I resigned from my job at the Water Authority over 20 years ago and went straight into our own business. And we have built up some very successful businesses. So I believe that I can tell you without a doubt that this is an excellent opportunity. Do not let it pass you by. If you have to look at it several times, don't worry about if you don't understand. I didn't understand a thing and I'm still learning, but I tell you, it's an excellent opportunity. For those who have reservations about what if it fails, don't worry about failure. I watched a very wealthy man that my husband and I met when he came here to Sandyland, and he bought a condo here, and he invested some money in a business, and it fall. We watched it fall, and he cussed for one day. He was a very confused man. He cussed for one day, but you know what? The next day he was on to something else, and that's the attitude we have to have. as Chris was saying in his presentation, excellent presentation, by the way, Chris. As Chris was saying in his presentation, I lost my trail of thought. Anyway, I lost my trail of thought there. It'll come back. But go for it and go for it hard. I mean, devise a plan, what you want out of this business, and treat it like a business. And I like what Chris said tonight when he said, start with this reservation about what if I tell somebody and they don't join. My attitude is, I tell you, you're not interested, next. Every no is turning me on. So like my husband would always say, no to me is on backwards. I started doing this. My husband watched the enthusiasm and he said, I want to be a part of that. So I'm saying to all who is doing this business, people have got to see your enthusiasm. They've got to see it working for you. And when somebody says no, okay, that's a turn on, next person. So go for it hard. It's an excellent opportunity. Do not let it pass you by. The other thing I want to say is that I did go on to buy half of a Bitcoin. I did not know it would come to this today. Had I kept it, it'll probably have worth about 30,000 US today. But that's past. I spent it on several things, and no point regretting. But I'm glad that I have this opportunity now to work my way towards owning a Bitcoin, because that's where I'm going, guys. I've devised a plan and I'm heading towards owning a Bitcoin. And for Fiona and Granville, I invested in my $1,000 package today.
Congratulations! Welcome to the 100 Club. Welcome to the $1,000 Club.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the $1,000 Club.
Nice. Welcome to the club.
Wonderful, Pat.
As
Wonderful.
what people will say, well, I'll see.
Wonderful.
I'm happy for you, girl. I'm happy for you.
Very much so, man.
As my husband would say, I'm going for the juggler.
All right. Yes,
wonderful, man.
All right, one of these days we gotta be there too.
To those who are joining from tomorrow.
Okay, there you are. Okay.
All right, PGI to the world. Thank you, Chris.
PGI to the world.
Thank you, Pat.
To the
Thanks so much
world.
for sharing with us.
Man.
Awesome.
Well, listen to $1,000 people.
Okay. Let's hear from another $1,000 person then, since you're talking $1,000. All right. So let me go over to Vernon. Vernon, would you like to share with us this evening?
Sure. Pleasant good night to one all. Wow. Everything about this business, everything about PGI, everything about Bitcoin is all excited. I mean, we got a cryptocurrency, we got a business, we got a program that we can be excited about. I mean, just to go into your wallet and search through your wallet and see your money growing, to see Bitcoin going up every day, all that is exciting stuff. And I mean, many of us are doing jobs that we're not excited doing, and that is not, paying us what we're really worth. But here you have an opportunity where you can take as little as $100 US and invest in a company that where you're going to put your money to work for you, and they're going to reward you handsomely. And I started PGI on the 20th of November with just $100 US, and quickly I moved that up to a $500 package. I went on to acquire a $1,000 package as well as a $600 package, and I can probably say that I'm earning $22 US a day in PGI right now. And my goal is basically to buy a package every single month to increase my earnings every day.
Talk it.
Yes, every single month I'm going to be buying a package. And this is very possible because once you started and you commit and you give 3 good solid months to PGI, trust me, you will see the rewards. And both myself, Fiona, Granville, Pat, Chris, all of us are seeing the rewards, and we are putting the effort to have those rewards. So I implore you to come and join us and have the rewards that we're having as well. So thanks, Chris, for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Vernon. Guys, you can see there are persons right here among us, okay, who PJ has already started to transform their lives. And you can hear the excitement in their voice. All right. And the thing about it, guys, it's not about just them. You know, the thing is that these guys are also building a team. They're sharing the opportunity with others. So even though they might be talking about the package that they're earning from, you know, none of them are telling you about the income that they're getting from their binary, right? But it is big dollars as
Not at
well,
all.
right?
And mine is looking good, Chris.
Right. So this income that we're talking about is not even binary. We're just talking from the packages that you have, but the binary income is also substantial as well, right? So just think about it, guys. Just, you know, as I said, get back to the person who invited you, get information. You know, if a person have an interest in something, you know, they seek information about it. When I was introduced to this business, actually, I again, because I'm always on the internet, I come across a lot of opportunities on the internet. All right, I mean, on a daily basis, I just go through a number of websites and just browse through them and see what they're offering. You know, person saying stuff to me every single day. There isn't a day that goes by somebody don't send me a link and tell me, Chris, take a look at this. You know, I know that, guys. Years ago, I would have been, you know, put a little money here and then put a little money in this, but now, guys, I found a place to call home, and that's with PGI. You understand? So I tell persons, the only place my money going right now is in Bitcoin, and allow PGI to do what? Double it.
Double it.
Double it,
Double
man.
it.
You understand? So I ain't got time to waste for other stuff right now. All right. I tell today a friend of mine sent me something and tell me about this silver and stuff out of Canada. I tell you right now, my money is going to crypto. Okay. And right now I can't put my mind to those things. Those things are distraction to me right now. My focus is to earn as much Bitcoin as possible because I'm going after what? The world reserve currency. That's basically what I'm going after. All right. So let's hear from a few other persons also who's also looking to stack up as much Bitcoins as possible. Ask Fiona. Fiona, would like to share with us this evening?
Hey, good night, everyone. Oh, wow. Pat, congrats. Congrats.
Yes, Pat, congratulations, Pat.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I also joined the Town Club last night too, Pat. Wow. Guys, it's amazing.
That's
Hello.
right.
So come on, guys.
Congratulations, Fiona, again.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Girl, Pat, I feel there last night, girl. We have an awesome business. We have an awesome business, guys. An awesome business. I want you to understand that this is not nothing that we like nothing we ever seen. This business is awesome. PGI to the world, guys. I believe in PGI. I have not seen anything, guys, like this in a long time, guys. So I want you to understand what you have in your hands. You have an opportunity to obtain financial freedom, guys. You know, we are here. There's lockdown. There's the pandemic. There's no work, guys. What? I'm getting paid, guys. I'm getting paid. I have not worked in 2 years. My first paycheck, guys, came from PGI. Come on, buddy. Hallelujah. My first paycheck, guys, came from PGI, guys. You know, I started PGI the 30th of October. The 30th. I had $150 in Bitcoin, guys. $150. And I invested that in PGI. You know, and I put my all into it. You know, I tried to learn everything, ask questions, I went forward. You know, guys, and I decided that PGI was gonna be my business. You know, when you think of PGI as your business, you put your focus into it. This is not a side hustle. This is a business, so we gotta treat it like a business. You know, and everyone that's in crypto world, builders that's in PGI understands what I'm saying because everybody's focused on building their business. You know, so guys, you know, don't waste time. You know, come join us. You know, this is the opportunity for you to actually obtain financial freedom, for you to help your family, to help your friends, you know, to see the light, see that light over yonder and reach for it, guys, You know, I was able to buy a $500 package, guys. I'm not working, but PGI has afforded me to have a $100 package, a $500 package, guys, of 4 guys. And last night I was able to buy a $1,000 package, guys. You know, that's 20 US dollars, guys, a
Go,
day.
girl.
Go.
Come on, guys. Come on. That's
Go.
20 US dollars a day.
Yeah.
That's $20 dollars a day, guys.
Wow.
Come on. We did rejoice for last night. Working your business, guys. Come on. We did rejoice for early this morning. We're excited, guys. We're excited. You have to understand why you're excited because we're getting paid. There's a pandemic and we're getting paid. Yeah. There's a pandemic, there's no job, but we're getting paid. You must understand this is excitement, you know. So come, guys, and join us. Don't procrastinate. You know, the person that invited you holds you in high regard. They want you to have that same success. They want your family to have that same success, guys. So come and be part of Crypto Wealth Builders. Come be part of PGI, guys. Come join us. PGI world, guys. I believe in PGI. Thanks, Chris, for allowing me to share.
Thank you.
PGI
Thank
to
you.
the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Fiona. Appreciate it very much. Sharing with us, guys. You guys must understand. I mean, things might be for those persons who are new. Okay, you might find it a little strange here in our meetings, but one thing that we do and we do very well is that we support each other, right? We cheer each other on, right? And this is a family here. So the person, you know, that's inviting you actually is inviting you into our family. And we are saying to you, come on in, we welcome you, right? We welcome you, all right? We are here, we work together as a team. It's all about teamwork here, all right? So don't find it too strange when we, you know, you can hear everybody saying, you know, congratulating everyone. If some person might say it's a distraction, but we say as something that is needed in our community, we need to what? Encourage each other, all right? So therefore, everyone here
Encourage.
PGI motto is not to left anyone behind, but to bring everyone along with us, all right? Okay.
Chris, good night. Good night, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, I'm about to leave work in a while from now.
Oh, yes,
So
okay. Well, let's hear from Mike. Okay. Come on in, Mike.
Say
come true.
Congratulations to all the thousandairians, if that is a word.
I like that, thousandairians. Let's get real new words on here about thousandairians.
I mean, it's an awesome feeling, and I mean, even I'm not there yet, I feel good for those persons who are at that point.
Me too.
Yes, I feel good.
Too.
And
yes.
but I want to welcome a special person who's on this call tonight, Sonette Williams from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay, welcome.
One of my co-worker, and she.
Oh, Sonette, welcome, Sonette. Good to have you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sonette, you could unmute your mic and say hey.
Hey, Sonette.
Hello.
Hey.
Good night.
Good. Welcome. It's good to have you. I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so let us know, what did you like about what you saw tonight? What interests you?
Well, I was invited by my coworker, Mr. Matthews, so I am actually still analyzing
and yes, yeah. Digesting the information.
So I can give yeah.
Okay. Well, Matthew's going to give you some information. He's going to definitely give you some information, and he's going to help, you know, slow things down a bit and walk you through it, you know, piece by piece, so it would make sense. Do come back again. All right. We have sessions twice a day at 1 and also at 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. All right. So we invite you to come again and invite someone as well. Come and take a look and try to understand it. The whole idea is that you want to start to what? Get yourself educated about cryptocurrency, because this is something that you will be dealing with in the future. So now is the best time. Now is the best and appropriate time to start to learn about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right, you're welcome. Okay, Mike. Okay, so thanks, Mike, guys.
Good night. Good night.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
You guys get home safe as well. Be safe on the road.
Good night, Mike. Good night.
Thanks.
Good night, Mike.
Good night.
And that's where you talk about, you know, commitment. Mike is at work and he's still tuning in, and he's still also referring persons even though he's there at work. So that is wonderful. Right. That is wonderful. Okay, so let's go over to let's share another testimony with you. Let's see how much we can get in, guys. So just give us your best tonight so that we can get in a few other persons. All right. Also want to take this opportunity before I even go into the next testimony. I want to take this opportunity to welcome and congratulate all those new persons, okay, who have joined in the last 30 days. Okay, so if you have joined in the last 30 days, let us know who you are. Just introduce yourself on mute and let us know your name. Okay. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself. Just unmute one person at a time, okay? And let us know who you are. Who joined in the last 30 days? Let us hear from you.
Hi, my name is Gideon. Yes.
Not hearing you well. Not hearing you well.
Gideon.
The connection again. Gideon.
Hi.
Yeah, that's all right, Gideon. That's what my son
Okay.
Yeah. I joined
Oh boy.
first, but that was
Okay, we're not getting anything from you at all. Your connection is very bad.
It grow and come back in.
Okay.
Sometimes
Fiona,
it's not
Fiona probably can give us some information. Fiona.
Yes, please. He just joined last week. Gideon Cordins.
Okay. All right.
Hi, good night. This is Selvin here. I joined within the last 30 days, actually, on the 17th.
Okay.
Of last month.
Of last month.
And I became binary qualified 2 days ago, so I am got my binary system set up now.
There you go. There you go.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about, guys.
Very
Don't waste time. Be like Salvin. As you get involved, go straight and start to qualify for your binary. Wonderful. Good job, Salvin. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for all your help.
You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. All right. Who else? Who else do we have?
Me.
Okay, Paulette. Let Paulette go ahead from Aaron. Paulette, go ahead.
Yes, I joined on the 22nd. Well, first of all, I think that's the day or the week after Chris told me about it. So from the time Chris told me, I was interested because Chris is somebody that I trust from a long time with other things. So from the time he said, at first when he was trying to explain it, I couldn't understand a word. But then I said, look, see this? He usually leads you in the right path. So yes, I went ahead, I joined. And then I was fortunate enough to get 2 people to join. And since then, nobody has joined. But as the young lady said tonight, when you say no, it means right on. So,
there you go.
Where I invited like 15 people. So thank you, all of you, because you parts that you don't understand, y'all always chime in and help you to understand.
You're welcome,
so
Paulette.
I really appreciate that.
And congratulations,
Thanks.
Paulette. You're a binary qualified as well. Congratulations. Job well done.
Oh, yeah.
Chris.
Good night.
Chris, Gideon wants to come speak back. He thinks he's better to come back in. Gideon.
Hi, good night.
Yes, there you are. Yeah, we hear you now.
Hi, good night. I am one of the persons that joined in the last 30 days. I saw my first reward this morning. So I just know I'm a believer.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Yes, man. Come on, speak it, man.
There you go.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm hoping to bring some more people to the fore.
All right, awesome. Job well done.
Correct.
Awesome.
Good information.
All right. Who else do we have? Any new persons in the last 30 days? Come on, introduce yourself.
Yeah, me, Chris.
Yes, go ahead, Tyrone.
Chris, no, that's Randolph here.
Wait, let Tyrone finish right now. Who was first?
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
I joined in the last 30 days. I brought on 2 and waiting on 2 more.
Hey,
great
All
shot.
right.
Great shot.
All right.
Great shot.
Congratulations, Tyrone. You're binary qualified as well.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Good. Well job. Well done.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Randolph.
Hi, Chris. Yes, I joined on the 25th of February. And so far I bought a $100 package and a $1,000 package. I brought
Nice,
in,
nice.
yeah, I
Oh,
brought
that's
in
great job.
so
Let,
far.
let Teron finish. I mean, Randolph, sorry.
Yeah, I brought in 3 people so far. And this weekend I'm hoping to bring in about 3 or 4 more.
Okay.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice,
You're binary
nice.
qualified as
Good
well.
work, sir.
All right. That's right.
And I'm
Randolph.
hoping to buy 1,000 probably every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, strong friends of evil.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see how it
Nice
is.
boy.
All right. And as Randolph got on, right away, he get to work. He got to work right away. Furthermore, I remember we met in the supermarket, and that at that time I didn't think he was retired from work as yet, and we had talked briefly about it, and he'd asked me to send him some information, and he reminded me there, that if I had talked to him, if I sent him the information, he would have been in since last year. So I tell him, I tell him that I'm sorry. Yeah, I tell pardon?
You blocked him, man.
He told me I could have been further, man, but you
But you
didn't.
know, no. The Jamaicans say we're for you ain't unfair, so it ain't for he then. If he know.
If you know, right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Hi, Chris.
who else we have?
Hi. I have a Chris.
Yes, go ahead.
Chris, sorry. Listen, I have a new person on the call. His name is Wayne Austin, and he just messaged me and tell me, saying he the link he wants sent up tonight. He got Bitcoin in his wallet. Wayne, open up your mic and say hello.
Hey, Wayne. You can see you there, Wayne. Welcome, Wayne.
Yes, sir. Good night. Good night. Good night.
That is wonderful, man, to know that you have Bitcoin already. That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let us know
Awesome
how were you introduced to Bitcoin? How long ago you know about Bitcoin?
A couple of years.
Okay. And when you start buying Bitcoin from?
A couple of years now. Maybe about last year, I think.
Okay. All
Say
right.
last year.
Okay.
But that was mainly to get into different programs. I think they asking to be paid with Bitcoin, so that now you got in.
Right.
But I didn't really had it storing as such.
Right. And actually, my experience is very similar to yours. My experience is very similar to yours. I stopped buying Bitcoin because there are companies, and the only way you can get involved in them back online was through Bitcoin. Yeah. So my experience was very similar to yours, and how we started to get involved in Bitcoin.
Okay.
And if things get hurt, just swap out some other coin, then get some Bitcoin.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So
it should be on by depending how fast. Till you send me the link when they go work, I will sign up.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, welcome to the family. We tell you that in advance, all right? Welcome to the family.
Cool.
Wonderful.
The link now.
Fiona can take care of that. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right. Let's take any more new members so that we can move on. All right. Any more new members? Any more new members? Come on, guys. We have new members out there. Let us hear from you.
Bernard, are you still there?
Sophia here.
Bernard, can you yourself?
If you have joined in the last 30 days, let us hear from you. Come on, guys.
Good night.
Hi, Sophia. Good night.
Hi, Sophia here. I signed up February 16th, and I brought in 2 people. I think one was the 2nd of March and the other one on the 8th.
Yahoo! Binary qualified. Awesome.
Yeah. I ain't like y'all yet that could buy 1,000 and all these packages. Someday we'll get there.
You will get there
You'll get there one day, don't worry.
Yeah.
Sophia will get there. Don't forget, all of us start with $100 package the same way.
With 100 package,
And
that's how we
eventually we get
start.
there. Yeah.
True. Don't mind that all them is for October. Listen to the October last year. Last year.
So,
Hello, we only know come this year.
Right, exactly. So
get all the baby steps.
So over time, you will get there because we had a little more time.
We get
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
But none of us,
Next year, we gotta be
if
saying so too.
if you notice, Sophia, if you notice, you're hearing person saying that they're not buying the $1,000 package, right? Didn't buy the $1,000 package last year. You see what I'm saying? It takes time.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, it takes some of us time. Well, apart from Randolph was right to buy his the same time he joined, but I had to encourage him to buy the 100 first. right. But a lot of us gonna start up with $100 package first and then build from there. All right, so no problem. You will get there. You will get there. Okay, just keep building your business. Keep building your business. All right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, and believe it. What you're speaking, believe it as well.
True.
All right.
Yeah,
Don't
I have
speak.
some that interested, but they're trying to get the money first to sign up.
Okay.
All right then.
All right.
Everything in time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just continue to share the opportunity. You know, I share my opportunity every day. Actually, I have a gentleman here on the call. Is he still here? Let me see if he's still here. Yes. Mr. King, are you there?
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. King, Sullivan, can you hear me? Can you unmute? Okay.
Good evening, Chris.
Gentlemen, guys, I want to introduce you to this gentleman here. We've been good friends for a while. When I had my health business, he supported me very well. He was one of my customers. And you know, we met sometime. How long it was ago? When was our last meet, Sullivan? When we met last time? It was last year?
Yeah, sometime.
Okay. Right. And
yeah, it was last year.
Okay.
Late down.
Right. And I was supposed to send him some information. You know, I was supposed to send him some information. Did I send that information to you?
Yes, but it's very informative, you know. It's very good.
When did you get the information? When did you get the information? It was today?
Yeah.
And you know, guys, how he got the information? Because he WhatsApped me today and told me, you understand, that I was supposed to send him some information. And I had
another one, boy, you might get me.
I had completely forgot about it, and I apologize.
Look at you.
And I sent him the information today. All right.
You need a notebook or recording section and work it out.
But what the point I'm drawing here, guys, the point I'm drawing here is that as long as you're talking about your business on a daily basis, okay, even what you did not wrap up today or tomorrow will eventually come back because you're constantly exposing your business to people. Okay, and that's what you have to do. You have to be constantly exposing your business. All right. That remember I said that they'll be running you down for information. Okay. All right. So thank you, Sullivan, for making effort to be here. And I'm sure the information that I share with you and the information that you get tonight, okay, definitely you have interest, and I will get back to you and show you how to get started.
Great job.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you too.
Okay. All right. So guys, let's hear from another testimony. Let's go over to Granville. Granville, share with us your experience so far in PGI Global. You're there?
Yeah, I want to say a pleasant good night to everyone. And I want to say that I am as excited as all of the excited persons. Persons who was a 100-aire, going to a 400-aire, 600-aire.
I love it, brother. I love it.
So I know now that the next thing I'm gonna be hearing is 5,000-aire. I'm so excited tonight. A 100 package, a 400 package, a 600 package, $1,000 package. Those are the packages that I have that I am earning on tonight since the 28th of October last year. I
So
want to
what
say
thing
how
is?
happy I am that I'm earning $22 a day. I know Vernon come and catch back up with me.
Good day.
But Vernon,
Yes, please.
I'm moving again. Don't worry.
I'll be right behind you.
All right, then
Hey,
keep
I have
doing.
no problem with that. So people, tonight, PGI is a fantastic program. You have to get involved in it to understand it and to know about it, that you will, I hope you all are here for the first time will make that important choice, that bold step, sometimes you may not have the money, but you can do like me, use your faith and go to a friend or to borrow it, and tell them that they can get it back quickly. And once they do that,
Don't tell us what I didn't hear.
I am certain that they will not regret it. So I am so happy and excited tonight that PGI is doing wonderful things in my life. I'm continuing to talk to people. I have a lady from out of St. Vincent who is going to pay in the money by tomorrow. I'm speaking to someone in Trinidad. I have also spoken to some in Jamaica, and so I am looking to spread my wings. So because PGI is an international program, and so we have the opportunity now that everything that Barbados ain't got enough persons, try outside, and you will begin to build a strong downline and start to make a lot of money. I've spoken to two persons for the day, a person on behalf of my son, and then that person sent an individual to me. I spoke to them and they are ready. So I want to tell you that there are persons out there that are grabbing at the opportunity. And you know what a guy told me tonight? He said to me, they got a lot of people. They said, this program ain't a scam, He said, don't worry to tell me so, because I am aware of everything. He said to me, there are some people that because that they have been burnt in programs to tell themselves, oh, they may get involved in anything more. He said, look, I have been burnt in some too, but if I tell myself that I ain't going back in again, or I ain't gonna have them make the progress, so he's ready to jump on board. So I want to say, take my advice, get back to the person who have invited you and tell them thanks to inform you about the program, and you wouldn't regret it. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you very much, Gravel. Appreciate it, guys. And one of the things, guys, that we have here is that we have good leaders in our organization. We have persons who are willing to help. Persons not only just about, it's not just about talk, but there's action behind it. And I'm saying to persons, from the time you bring on two persons, get to work for those two persons. All right. It's not about you just saying, okay, I brought two persons, I can't get anybody else sponsored. You have brought two persons, you have done your job well. That means you've done what? You've laid the foundation to start to build upon. You need two legs, you need two individuals so that you can start to do what? Build and go down. So therefore, from the time you bring in two persons, you need to do what? Talk to the two persons that you brought in and find out how can you help them to find their two. Okay? That's how you do it, guys. How can you help them to find their two? And you help them find their two, guess what? Your business is growing as well. They know you have four. You ask the four persons, how can I help you to find your two? All right? And you keep going like that. So don't just think that you have two and sit back and you're waiting for more people to come. Get to work for your people. The more people you help, the more money you'll make in this opportunity, because it's about helping other people. All right? Okay. All right. So let's go over to Elvis. Elvis, you're there. You'd like to share with us this evening, guys, before we wrap it up?
I'm always here. Good evening, everybody. I'm just sitting here and listening to all the 1,000 years talk. I don't know, it feels so good to be a thousandaire. Granville, thank you for giving me that inspiration of being a thousandaire. Vernon, you also. Now we have Pat.
You're welcome.
Now we have Randolph. We have Fiona. We have Chris. Lord, all the thousandaires.
And Pat.
If this was a scam, if this was a scam, you think we would have thousandaires here tonight? We all got be 100 years and still waiting. But no, we are investing our money in something that we see is profitable, something to help us in the future. And all of us say that we are not finished there. We are looking to go further. And if that does not tell you nothing, we cannot convince you no more. All we can continue to do is keep showing you the videos that Chris is doing after doing such a wonderful job every night. And we can keep telling you, put your foot in the water, but we cannot wet it for you. Once my 2 feet is wet, I am ready to jump again. Just like Granville, I'm ready to jump again.
Yeah,
So
here we go, guys. Here we go.
In 2 weeks' time, I'll be jumping, guaranteed. So get back to the person that tell you and let them know you hear a blind man got a lot of followers behind him, and all the men letting you go. Try to hold up on one of us. Try to hold up on one of us because we are going with him. And the leader is showing us everything that is possible. You hear on the news tonight. Now, if that don't tell you nothing, I'm very sorry for you. You'll be left behind. No one is leaving Elvis. Elvis is following who is in front of me. And if the person in front of me does not have eyes, they can see. Because they're feeling the way, I will feel mine too. Thank you, Chris, for the opportunity for that little piece.
Okay, thank you very much, Elvis. Guys, let's share with you those persons who have finally reached millionaire status in PGI. Okay, you can have it somewhere here. Where is it? Okay, here we are. So let's see what's going on, guys, as PGI transform lives around the world.
I'm Dr. Rose, I believe.
Arsenal Marjafo, I believe.
Aurora Season, naniniwala ako.
I'm Madeline, I believe.
Shamsu Mia, I believe.
Julie Lady Coin. Lucy Mwema, Mamini.
Mintoy Mendes, I believe.
I, Scotty Fianai, I believe. I, Philip King, I believe.
Miguel Angel Lopez, I believe.
Scalina Kamau, Namini.
Benny Akik, I believe.
Mumuza Gerard, I believe.
Ola Soji Elizabeth Mubabo.
I'm Raquel Paulino, I firmly believe.
Aisha Abdullahi, I believe.
I, Denise Scales, I believe.
I, Ira Jeffo, I believe. Swin Uhi Omar Farouk, I believe. Dane Kohler, I believe. Shafiullah, I believe.
Helen Graham, I absolutely believe.
Harvey Palafox, I am a believer. These are all the masters and the presidents of PGI Global. And when I asked them, thank you everyone for believing. We are here to change your life. Thank you.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. That's it for us this evening. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Okay, someone was saying something?
I was saying, they didn't show up at the beginning.
That I'm not hearing you, Pat.
I was saying,